Greetings, Pokefans! Michael here, and welcome to the 8th episode of my possible new Alola form series for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Now, before I get into the video, many of you are probably wondering why my hair is blue right here, and it's not just here, it's a lot of my head. Well, a little while ago, we had a Twitch stream to raise money for Hurricane Harvey relief, set the initial goal at $500, and I said, alright, we're at $500, if we hit $2,500, then I'll dye my hair blue. And we did. We raised about $2,700 for Hurricane Harvey relief, which is incredible. So I am a man of my word, and I dyed my hair blue. If you want to see more, I made a vlog of the whole process of us dyeing my hair blue with Jubilee and Justin that you can watch on my second channel. There's a link up in the cards right there. But enough of that, let's move on with the video. If you've missed any of the other videos in this series, such as the most recent one about Alolan Skarmory, you can click or tap in the upper right hand corner. There's a link to the playlist there that has all of the past episodes, this one, and will have all of the future ones. And like all the other videos in this series, while the ideas for these Alola forms are mine, the art was made by Really Dark and Windy, whose YouTube, DeviantArt, and Fakemon Wiki links are down in the description below. But without further ado, here are my ideas for an Alolan Feraligatr. Now, of course, many of you were expecting an episode on Alolan Feraligatr because the first episode was Alolan Typhlosion. I wasn't going to do just one of the Johto starters. And as you probably can guess, Meganium is coming later. But, more specifically, Alolan Feraligatr, like Alolan Typhlosion, I think is somewhat likely, but not extremely likely. I think the fact that you can find them in Island Scan kind of lowers their chances a bit. But the fact that they're Johto Pokemon, I think, helps their case a lot. And also, I think the Johto starters are the most likely starters to get Alola forms. Not only because of the whole Virtual Console aspect thing, but because they're the only set of Final Evolve starters that are all single types. So having Alola forms would add a bit more variety to that. I would like to see Feraligatr change from a pure water type to a water poison type. But before I get into why, there's a poll card in the upper right hand corner. You can click or tap there and let me know whether you guessed Feraligatr correctly from last week's silhouette, both the species and the typing. My Alolan Feraligatr is based on the idea that Feraligatrs would navigate toward more swampy waters. Yes, crocodiles and alligators normally tend to live in swampy areas, but Feraligatr itself isn't all that swampy. The main reason I think that is because Feraligatr is bright blue, which blends in well with cleaner waters, but a murkier, muddier swamp with all sorts of gunk and stuff in it wouldn't really work well for a regular Feraligatr since it would stand out like a sore thumb. My idea is that if Feraligatr started navigating towards swampier waters, they would end up changing their coloring to blend in more with the murkier waters there. Having better camouflage means that Feraligatr would start more of a stealth-centered lifestyle. Rather than just brute force coming up and fighting opponents, it can sneak up on them and attack them from the shadows of the murkier water. Hence why its color changes so it can blend in better to do that. This stealth-focused lifestyle causes some other changes to its biology, such as it becoming more skinnier and leaner so it can swim faster and escape or stay out of view of opponents and stuff like that. In addition, I think it makes sense for it to gain the poison type, since kind of this shadowy, water murky assassin that can poison its opponents and wait for the poison to set in before striking from the shadows, I think makes a lot of sense. For stats, I think its attack should decrease, but its speed should increase. Like I said, its body becomes leaner so it can swim faster, hence the speed increase, and since it's not as much of a brute force head-on fighting type Pokemon anymore, it's more of a sneaky Pokemon, I think it makes sense that its attack would go down. And as for its ability, I'd like to see it get either Poison Touch or Swift Swim, since both fit really well with my Alolan Feraligatr. Poison Touch makes sense over Poison Point since it seems like Alolan Feraligatr would be the one to poison with an attack rather than poison by getting attacked, and Swift Swim makes sense since it's a faster swimmer than it was before, and the rain would only help with that. So there we have it. Those are my ideas for an Alolan Feraligatr. Be sure to let me know your thoughts on my ideas down in the comments below, and if you have any different ideas for an Alolan Feraligatr, let me know those as well. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like, it helps me out a lot, and if you have not already, you should definitely subscribe and make a bunch of different kinds of Pokemon content that I am sure you will enjoy. And finally, here's the silhouette for next week's episode. Be sure to let me know your guesses down in the comments below, both what the species is and what you think the typing ending might be. Alright, that's all I have for now. So till next time, Poke fans, gotta catch them all!